everyone, so in today's video, I'm going to be opening 14 ateez Zero Fever Part 2 albums from Makestar, mainly just for the Makestar cards and for all the album pulls. Also, I just wanted to say, before I get started, I actually don't need any of these cards. I actually completed all of Fever Part 2's cards like a month ago, so I feel like this video would just have like no stakes for me in the polls, so I can just funnily react to see what they are. Also, this box is a hot mess. This was on hold for many days, and I'm pretty sure they opened it in wherever it was being held because, first of all, this flap, when I got this whole thing was open, like this was just split, and then, as you can see, this DHL tape, and then if I like turn it around, yeah. And then, whenever I opened it up, I already opened this just to make sure the pre-order benefit cards didn't fall out, but I'm pretty sure they opened this and like inspected it at wherever DHL is, because when I opened this album right here was out of the bubble wrap. I'm sure they opened it. Anyway, I hear about this all the time in like Canadian customs, but in America, I've like never had a box come like this. Like, look at this. Anyway, let's just get started. And here they all are. So also, these are not all for me. Half of them are for Brianna and half of them are for me, but they all just got sent to my house. Like I said earlier, I don't need any of these album pulls, so I don't really care what albums they sent, but they actually seem to have sent 7 each of the A and the Z version. That's fine that they sent just 7 of this. I don't really care. But the sole reason me or Brianna bought any of these was literally for the makestar pre-order cards, so I'll go over those now. So Makestar was once again the realist and gave 2 cards per album bot, and also they made sure everything was all equal. So I've already sorted these just to make sure everything was here. So for the holo, we have Hongjun, and they all did this little like tiger pose. So Hongjun, Sungwa, Yuno, who in my opinion had literally the cutest one of all time. Like, look at his little teeth, oh my god. Yosong, then Sun, Wooyoung, and Jongho. And then for the non-holo cards, for the selfies, here is Hongjun. And then these ones actually have like their sign on the back with a message, and these ones on the back are just this pretty red color. It just looks like the other holos but in red. And Sungwon, Yuno, Yosong, Sonny, Wooyoung, and this one is literally my favorite one ever. Like, this is the cutest thing of all time. And Jongho. Yep, literally the most important reason for all of these albums, because literally did not think I was ever gonna buy any more Fever Part 2 albums again because I do not need these. But here's Makestar again, and honestly, Makestar is like my favorite company ever because, first of all, the deal was so good. Like, you get 2 cards per 1 album, and also their shipping is still the cheapest. Like, they haven't like increased their DHL shipping, so it was literally more worth it to buy these than like MMT or any of the other 500 fan signs that got announced after this. So yeah, like, I don't regret this because when you divide out the value of 2 of these cards plus the album cards in there, it was a really good deal. So yay. Okay, now I'm gonna open these. So Brianna actually needs some of these cards, so hopefully like she gets some of the ones she needs. I think they're mostly from version A, and she needs like a couple limited cards, and I wonder if the limited cards are still in here. I hope they are. To be honest, I think it will probably be Dupe City in these, but since I don't need any of these cards, it's kind of like low stakes, which is really nice when opening albums. Okay, yay, they do have the limited cards, and first one is this San, and fun fact, this is actually like my favorite San card from this entire era. To be honest, it's probably my top 3 San cards of all time. So when I pulled this, I mean, I don't need it, but I'm probably gonna keep that because I do want a dupe of it. And out of the bajillion albums that I opened before, we pulled 1 of those, which is kind of insane. And all the rest of this is just literally the same. Nobody cares. Honestly, like, let's just see how many dupes are in all these 14 albums, because there's not that many. Hongjoong Limited. Also did not pull this, and didn't pull this San card, which is like my second favorite San card from this era, so wow, okay. Also did not pull this. Like, I remember all these cards that I had to trade for, and just kind of hilarious that I did all this trading, but honestly the trading happened so long ago, it was months ago. But if I had this luck back then. I honestly need to see which cards Brianna needs. I know she needs a bunch from version A, and then Wooyoung's limited Z card. Okay, we have Yosong's album card and Jongho's limited card. Oop. Bless. Brianna's gonna be so happy about this because she needed that Wooyoung. And then another Yosong. And Wooyoung again, and this San again. Literally, I'm going to keep dupes of this San because it's my favorite card ever, and I am a clown. Okay, so there's been no Sunghwa so far. Okay, and then Wooyoung's regular album card and another one of Jongho's limiteds. Honestly, when I'm done with this video, let's just add these ateez albums to the stack of all the rest that are never going to go anywhere or do anything with. I've already used a couple to like make album collages, but you can only make so many collages. Okay, this one has another Yosong and another Hongjoong, and this was all of the version Z albums. The spread was pretty good. There's like 0 Sunghwa, but out of all of the limited cards, we got 4 members. So no Yosong or Sunghwa. And then for the regular album cards, there's this version and this version. So 4 different cards, and both the Yosongs, and 2 of these Sans and Wooyoung. Okay, and now we'll move on to the red version. The blue version has my favorite photo cards, I think. Well, I like one set out of each version the most. Okay, so in this one we have Wooyoung and Yuno's limited. And this one is Hongjoong's album card and San's limited. Yeah, sorry I don't have much commentary for this video, but just like this album came out months ago, so there's not really much for me to say about this. And I'm probably gonna save most of my after commentary for my video where I put all of the cards away, which literally meant to do that weeks ago because the cards all came in weeks ago, but I'm just incredibly, it's not that I'm lazy to do it, but I don't know, I have to really be in the mood to film. And for a while when they finally finished all coming in, school was still going on, and I don't know. But now I'm finally free to just finally put it all away. And this one has another Wooyoung and San. These albums are like super dinged up. Like there's like a huge dent in like all of the red ones. Probably from how bad the box was mangled when I received these. Hongjoong's album card and Wooyoung's limited. and Hongjun again, and San again. Universe card, then Yuno's limited, and San's regular album card, which I also traded for. I also traded for that Hongjun, which is unfortunate, but who would have known? And last album, wow, the first Seonghwa card of all 14 albums. And honestly, I hate this card because this card was a choice. Anyway, so Seonghwa, and last card is Wooyoung. So not bad. Honestly, all of the San that was in all of these albums is kind of crazy because he was just not there in any of my previous ones. So yeah, in this version for the limited cards, we got 3 members, or 4. So 2 Yuno, 3 San, Wooyoung, and Seonghwa. And then for the regular album cards, we have 3 of Wooyoung and 2 Hongjun from this version, and then 1 Hongjun and 1 San from the version A. So in both versions of the albums, we got like 4 different cards from each version and 4 different members of limited cards, which I guess that's a good spread for 7 albums each. I don't know. So yeah, each version had 4 different cards. So 4 limited, and then 2 of this version, and 2 of this version, 2 of this version, and 2 of this one. So yeah, that's pretty much all for this video. Clearly, as I've said, the only reason me and Brianna bought any of these albums is for all these makestar cards, and the rest of these, what me and her don't need, I'm just literally just gonna sell these or put them up for trade. But this was still like super fun to just open these and not need to worry about what the cards are gonna be, because clearly like it's fun to pull any member. Well, also I collect everybody, so it doesn't really matter, but it's just the stress of like pulling dupes in the moment and like needing to trade them all up like quickly, and I feel like there's like that window of trading that most people feel like they need to trade it. And yeah, so this was just a fun video to do to have no stress. But yeah, that was just this quick little unboxing, kind of unnecessary, but I hope you guys still enjoyed it nonetheless. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.